Good evening, everybody. Hope you've had a good day today or whenever you're watching this video. I'll ask at the start of the video if you don't care, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We try to play once a week, but sometimes that doesn't happen. If you're subscribed, you'll not miss any of our shows. And hopefully you'll want to come back for more. So, yeah. Um, a shout out to Vinios Battle Maps. He's got all these wonderful animated maps for the scenes we've been using. And he's got a Patreon where you can get all the maps there. The link should be in the description after a day or two. As of what happened last time we were playing, we started off with Gregor falling down dead. And Syriac, the Hellhound Whisperer, came to his aid and gave him control of his demon arm and gave him another spell that he ashen something about ashen dust. Um, Callisto went down at 1.2 and she met the Raven Queen. Um, then finally, after a long fight, they killed Vladimir Horngard, and he dematerialized from his form he was in into just some random common Barovian commoner, and his armor and sword vanished along with him. And you know that who was it? The kid had the final blow. I think Gregor did.
I think so. No, it wasn't me.
Okay, that means the remnant will be coming back looking for Gregor.
Yay.
All right. And then to catch up to where we're at, you're standing in the beacon of Argon Vostholt, and there's a brazier in front of you, and the silver pseudo dragon breathes into the brazier and lights it on fire with silver fire, which awakens a statue of a metal wormling. A silver ember flickers within the metal wormling's eyes. One of its claws twitches, then another. A low, rumbling sound like distant thunder emanates from deep within it. As its silver wings flex and spread wide, the light in its eyes intensifies to a radiant silver glow. Its mouth moves, its whispering hiss seeming to echo in the enclosed space. When the dragon dreams its dream, within its rightful tomb, the light of Argynvost will beam and rid this land of gloom.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
So, what do y'all want to do?
Hmm.
Well, I guess I would take the opportunity to spend 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
And that gives everybody 2d8 hit points and also the benefits of a long rest. So they can spend more hit die after that if they would like.
Okay.
So,
What's that called again?
Prayer of Healing,
So, do I take a long rest or do I just add the hit points?
short rest. So you do a short rest and add 8 hit points. But like I said, you can spend more to. It's cool with y'all.
That works. You said 2d8 hit points?
Yeah, plus if you want to use any of your hit die like you would normally on a short rest to regain some.
Wow.
Nice.
Damn. Is that how much we healed?
Well, that's how many hit die I used.
Oh. We each do our own? Okay.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
You got a short rest. And then you pick how many die you want to use.
I do what now?
Pick how many die you want to use. I would say 3 or 4, probably.
Okay.
And then click that little thingy right there where it says 3d10 plus 6.
Okay.
And then you get that much hit points back just from your rest.
Okay.
And then you can also add the 2d8. And I wrote an 8 for mine. So I don't know if that's what we're using for everybody or what.
Looks like Dominion rolled 2d8 as well.
Okay, so we can just roll our own then.
Yeah.
I got 9. Haha.
Fancy.
I'll keep it from dying anytime soon. This is enough.
Sufficient. I guess I can do that up to 5 people. So I'm assuming I'm going to throw a sweet roll in there.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
So 2d8 for sweet roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if he gets the normal benefits of a short rest as well.
No, not really.
Well, that's silly.
He's at 19 out of 26 now. So that was
So-
10 minutes.
So what are we doing next?
That's up to you all. The next thing you've got on your list of things to do is dinner at Castle Ravenloft. Not today, not tomorrow, but day 16.
Thank you.
So how many days? What day are we on?
We're on day 14 right now, and it's 6:40 at night.
Okay, so in 2 days.
Yeah.
So, okay. How long does it take to get there?
Looking at the map, you think maybe about 3 to 4 hours, depending on how much of the road is safe to travel.
Nobody wants to show up early. So what do y'all want to do?
Do we have anything else to do at this particular place?
I think we wrapped it up.
No.
Why were we here to begin with?
To find what is her name? Muriel.
And we found Muriel, right?
You found Muriel, and she wanted you to make sure that you found the skull and brought the skull back to light the beacon on fire.
All right, where's the skull?
Castle Ravenloft.
That's where this goes.
Okay, well, I guess we held there.
Well, we don't have to be there for 2 days. That was the question there.
Well, I mean,
We can walk really, really slow.
Or we could show up early and impose ourselves so we have more time to search the castle.
yeah, I said we just go ahead and go for it.
You've also got to find Emil Tornescu. He was the previous pack leader of the werewolf pack, and his wife Zulika, who's been captured by the werewolves. She promised you all that she would give you the Holy Order of Ravenkind that's in their den to Mother Night if you find her husband and bring him back to her.
Is that in the same direction or is that a different direction?
Do we have a clue where he is?
He's in the catacombs of Castle Ravenloft.
Okay, so again, another reason to go that way.
Is he holding the skull?
You have to go find out.
We can do this real quick, like.
Hit the road, Jack.
All right, well, let's start traveling. I'm going to head off into the woods and Shiwi.
Okay.
Right.
You and your shiwi.
Swim by the lake and spend a day fishing.
You could go back to the inn, the Blue Water Inn.
I don't sleep.
That way you don't have to worry about camping outside or anything.
I have to worry about random race attacking me in town.
You don't know.
Yeah.
All you have to go on is what Victor said when you killed him, that he would be back to find you and kill you.
That's fair. I guess we're off to see the inn.
Okay.
The wonderful inn that's inside. Or we could go deep diving in the lake for loot,
Right.
like magnet fishing.
Would you even be able to swim, being all metal?
I don't need to. I just walk. It's a long pee.
Yeah.
All right. Where the fuck are we?
You're at the Blue Water Inn.
How did we get here?
You walked through the night.
Okay.
It only
Fine.
took, let's see how long
You had
it
to
took you to get there.
In the woods.
Let me see how long it took you to get there. $30 is an hour, another 30's an hour and a half. Took you an hour and a half to get back to Valaki. So it's now 8 o'clock in the night.
I'm going to make a baby Bjorn for myself that one of y'all can wear and just carry me. It would make things so much easier.
I'll carry you. Come on. We're gonna make this more like a backpack than a front pack. That's kind of weird.
No, it's fine.
Get her a tricycle.
Although if I guess I had you turn around looking out, it would be as awkward as you looking up at me.
I want to be able to sleep, so I need to be facing you.
Okay, well then you can sleep on my back.
That way you'll have an extra knife attack on your backside.
That is true. I'm like Master Blaster over here.
Hell yeah.
Who runs Partner Town?
Are we taking a long rest at the inn, or are we? What exactly are we doing here, other than just wasting time?
I would hope we fit on in because I'm out.
You're gonna say I need to reset some stuff because we got another 2 out of 5. I'm screwed.
What's up with them back rooms? Why are they burnt out?
Huh?
What? Huh?
Again, what's up with the back rooms that look all burnt out over here?
I think that's a stable.
That's a stable, yeah, with hay on the
Okay.
ground, hay on the floor.
All right. They really
Irwin,
need to clean their stables.
uh,
Eastern.
I see y'all found Muriel. Where was she? Your Irwin asked you, the guy who runs the kitchen.
Is she with us?
Yeah.
Well, dude, go talk to her. Don't be asking us.
Um, I was hunting for the revenants to see what they were doing, and I tracked them to Augenbostel where we knew they were at. But I had to run and hide from the revenants and the race, the Phantom Warriors that were there. And I don't remember anything except waking up, thinking, just picturing the skull in my head, not knowing what it's for. I'm not sure exactly what happened to me. Well, that is odd, as you say. Well, let me get you. Would you all like some dinner?
Yes, please.
Got any kibble?
We've got
Bacon,
some
egg.
oats.
That's not really kibble. Bring me
No.
a big juicy steak.
Wolf
Yeah.
steak coming right up. You all sit down at a table, and a couple minutes go by, and the vodka, what is her name? Danica, um, comes and pours you some wine. Nothing but the best for you, our heroes. And then Erwin brings food out to you all and sets it for y'all to eat.
Yum, 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 yum.
You all still have your room upstairs if you want it.
Just sitting there rubbing food all over my face. Nom nom nom.
Oh, I'll be taking a nap
Thank you.
after my tummy's full.
Yes. Thank you kindly. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Got any A1 sauce?
It's pronounced AI.
And it belongs in all schools.
Is there anything y'all want to do before you have dinner with Strahd?
Just long rest.
Okay.
That's really all
Other
I
than
got.
that, because you've got a
Well,
whole day to pass by.
I'm going to, I guess, clean up my weapons and patch any occurrences that happen to my armor and whatnot.
Okay.
Take a long overdue bath.
I'm gonna
They've
pee.
got baths here.
That was the plan. Go soak my
Hell
weird.
yeah.
They got a masseuse. Can I get a massage?
I'll rub your shoulders. You rub mine.
Okay. I guess while you're back there on my back, you could give a sister a rub.
Yeah. There you go. See, it's beneficial for everyone.
I need a waterproof Bjorn.
I might give a performance or two while I'm here. I'm going to write a grand tale about the rescue of Muriel from the tower of what's it called?
Ardenvost.
All right, my brain was going to Auschwitz, but I don't know why. I'm like, that's not it.
So I'm barter a storyteller with this.
I mean, my brain's being a little wacky, so
I don't know. Do we get any cool loot that we can explore?
Do we need to do any research on anything that we acquired?
Pretty sure we at least identified everything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything out of the ordinary.
maybe we should ask some people what they know about the Amber Temple.
All right.
Shits and giggles.
You want to start with Irwin?
Absolutely.
No.
Amber Temple, you say?
Indeed, I do.
Indubitably.
I think I've heard something about amber doors before, but no one in the valley seems to know where it's at.
Amber doors.
That's the closest thing to an amber temple that I know of.
Were they in a cave or?
Kimber lamps.
I don't know. It's just amber doors.
Who was spreading these tales? Is it somebody we could speak with?
Oh no, they're long gone.
They got relatives who would know these stories? Probably very well because they never shut up about them.
I don't think so. I mean, we try to keep informed of what each other knows in the order of the Keeper of the Feathers. But
Y'all got
the
a
order,
bard?
no, not as such.
Is there
We have
somebody
the
who's
normal.
a story keeper around here?
Yeah, there's Raphael.
He's the drunk in the corner. He just likes to ramble on about history.
Might be.
Money.
It's kind of like me. I'm the drunk on the corner of the couch.
Everybody's gotta have a hobby.
You can come up here and see the porch with me. We can judge people.
Absolutely. You come here and sit and watch with me as the motherfuckers pass by on the golf cart 20 times a day.
Must be nice to be retired.
I mean, for real, because that gas has got to cost something.
Yep.
I'm like,
Is
who
the
can
gas
afford
not
to
battery
spend that?
powered?
I'm pretty sure at least a couple of them are gas powered because there's like 3 in the neighborhood now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a couple of them are older. They were
Right.
around before electric powered ones.
Right.
These motherfuckers have been riding this golf cart for 20 years. The 20 plus years that Jeff and I have been together and I've lived here, this is what they do. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's got to get their kicks somehow, I guess. It's like, yeah, I wonder who made the erroneous charge that I had a mattress in my backyard.
What?
Yeah, several years ago, the cops show up. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go out there and they're like, yeah, your backyard, your neighbor said you had a mattress back there. I was like, we have a garden bed, yes, but not a mattress. I was like, feel free to go and investigate for yourself. You will not find a mattress anywhere in this backyard.
Do you live in an HOA? Or are you not allowed to have a mattress in your backyard?
No, we don't live in an HOA. It's just county regulation shit, and which I'm fine with, but I don't have a fucking mattress in my backyard, and never have I ever. You know, I'm just like,
So it's
okay,
good you
you
have a
want to
mattress.
go look at my garden beds? Go for my garden beds, but
Like, is it specifically outlined you cannot have a mattress in your backyard?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. It's the fucking cops. When I was high, what am I supposed to do?
So you're like, no.
Yeah, this is before weed was legal, okay? It's not like I was expecting the popo to be rolling up on me at like 11 o'clock in the morning, you know? I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you here? Which
That's
should
like
be
me
your
getting.
reaction to the police. Why are you here?
That's the reaction I had when the FBI and TBI knocked on my door one morning.
Yeah, it's like, what?
You little villain.
They wanted to know about my doctor.
Oh.
I had the FBI knock on my door once when I was 20, 21.
Yeah.
I had a felon who lived next door to me. He stole like $60,000 from a construction company he had worked at. He was a really nice guy,
Mm.
but he disappeared a couple days before that. So they were like, "Do you know where he is?" I was like, "Hell no, I don't."
Get me involved in this.
But he was a really nice guy. I don't know what happened to him.
Okay. So are you going to talk to Raphael?
Is he here?
No.
Then no.
Where is he?
He's out on a mission right now.
What kind of mission?
A mission for the Order of the Feather.
Oh, what kind of stuff does he do?
He's a lore keeper.
Okay. So what's he like?
He's like any teenager, thinks he can get away with
Oh,
anything.
he's a teenager. Huh? And who
Yeah.
did he learn from?
He learned from Vladimir.
And how did
And
Vladimir feel about him before he passed away or whatever happened?
they were a good team. They didn't say anything bad about each other.
Hmm. Interesting. So how old is this kid?
He's about 21.
Okay. So yeah. How long has he been lore keeper?
About a year now.
You think he's pretty good at it?
Well, he's no Octavio, but I guess he gets the job done.
All right. Cool, cool. You think he has a good knowledge of what was passed down to him?
I'm sure he does. Whether or not he's going to have any more information than what I gave you on the Amber Temple, I don't know. That might have been something that they kept their secrets on, but I don't think you're going to find any information out from Raphael about that
Eh,
anyway.
I know the bards where I come from tend to have a lot more information than they ever let on.
That's true. And you
So
were from
can't.
Nakiel again, right? Is that what you told me before?
Yep.
Okay.
Met some people from Nakiel before.
No, just wanted to make sure I could keep your story straight in my head.
Well, it's more than just a story, it's lore. You'll
Right.
remember us for the rest of days. As will your children and grandchildren and their children after them. Because we're going to end this shit.
You think mighty high of yourself, don't you?
Somebody has
Look,
to.
I just want out of here, okay? And I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Many have tried to escape the mist. You know this already.
Well, if he ain't here and it means I get to go home, we all win, right?
Yes.
With all that we've done with our networks and spies, we've not really sat down to consider what would happen in a Barovia without Strahd.
Really? You have not considered this one at all?
It's been impossible to consider how to get rid of Strahd.
Yeah, but you can't even imagine a world without him. I mean, like where I come from, we have a leader called Donald Dumbass, and we all think about what it would be like not to have him as a leader every day. I'm just saying.
Well, none of us here possess the power. I mean, you saw what happened to the rebellion from Barovia last month.
Yeah, I know if all of you got together and fought, things might be a little easier. Can't leave it in the hands of small rebellions. You know they're never going to win. You have to join together.
We weren't ready for it at the time.
Yeah, people generally never are, which is why rebellions tend to not work.
Hmm.
There's always people always hoping that things might work out if they don't involve themselves, and they don't. And it takes a long time to get everybody behind you.
This is very true.
But a small group of assassins can do a lot of things
This is
that a
very true
large
too.
body of people cannot.
Please don't get us flagged.
This is why Donald Dumbass is still alive, because we don't have assassins where we live. But we can definitely take care of Strahd. At least if we don't, we'll die trying.
Well, hopefully it won't come to that.
Or
I
try
agree
dying.
with you. I don't want to die, but I sure as hell don't want to live the rest of my life here.
Hmm.
Good on.
You find Barovia so against your liking?
I miss the sun.
Ah, you learn to get used to it.
Yeah, it's like I live in a place in these beautiful hills and mountains. I still have to go to the beach every now and then
Hmm.
just to get out of my head. So I don't know. It's one of those things where after a while it wears on you, man. I'm sure you do get used to it, especially if you're born into it, but it's still, this is some rough life y'all live.
You have it as that there.
There's better places, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. We get to leave, hopefully, one day.
And when we do, hopefully you'll have sunshine again. And make sure you wear your sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
What is this sunscreen you speak of?
And you take some minerals and mix them into a lotion and a powder and mix them together and slather them on your skin before you go outside. Takes you from the evil sun magic.
Evil sun magic.
It can burn you.
We got evil sons.
They're all evil in their own way. They don't mean to be. They just love you too hot.
Hmm.
I love my wife too hot.
It's okay. Doesn't want to do either.
When I get back to Nakiela, I'm starting a sunscreen company.
No fertility.
Anything else you want to ask or know about?
You know anything about a giant skull and castle asshole?
Castle Ravenloft?
Yeah.
No, I've not heard of any dragon skull. Why are you looking for a dragon skull?
Apparently to light a beacon for our Sauron's army.
Okay, I don't know. Have you tried the swamps of Berez?
The what?
The swamps of Berez.
Why
That's where.
would we try that?
Um, what were you looking for again?
A dragon skull?
Dragon skull. Right. The swamp witch, Tanta Yagara, may have a dragon skull with her stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, but this one apparently is in Ravenloft. I think it's pretty important we get the correct one, otherwise it's not going to work.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does anybody ever go to Castle Ravenloft and come back out alive?
Yes, there's been weddings held. Nobles and burgomasters have gone to in the past. There's been people who go and try to seek an audience with the Strahd. I'm sure there's spies, so some way to contact them in the castle.
Hmm. So, like, how many vampires are actually in Barovia? Has he made a lot, or is just like a select number?
Well, he's got at least three wives.
And they're all vampires?
Yes. And they have made vampires of their own. And I don't know if those have made vampires of their own. But
Okay, so you don't really know.
no, we
See, I
have
thought
no
it would have
idea.
been like a more of an hierarchy system of, we're going to put the powerful people that are in charge, make them vampires. But, I mean, vampire reproduction is what it is.
Hmm,
It's like some vampire teenage pregnancies.
right.
So, yeah, fun times.
Hmm.
Anything else you can tell us that you might think we need to know?
Um, but you know the travel with silver, which I'm assuming you do now.
The what?
Travel with silver, which I'm assuming
Oh,
you do now.
yeah, we already had some of that on us before we showed up.
Okay. I
Anything strange happened lately that we might find interesting?
Well, everyone's still getting used to Lady Proctor being in charge and not having to worry about those damn celebrations anymore.
How often did they take place?
We don't have them anymore. That's the nice thing. They're gone. Lady
Well, I
Proctor's
know
done
they're
with it.
gone, but how often were they taking place?
Once a week at least.
Jesus.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
will be well. All will be well. Right.
Trying to borg that into your brains. Uh, so how you think she's doing as a leader?
So far, she's done good. We've not been attacked or anything like that, so at least Straw didn't try to take advantage of the power struggle here in town,
That's good. I think he's got other things on his mind.
such as,
Us coming to kill him. He invited us to
uh,
dinner.
well, maybe he's going to have you for dinner.
He thinks.
Huh.
I'm more of a dessert kind of creature.
I see. I see you don't eat that much, as small as you are.
Meanwhile, I'm just putting away a 16-ounce steak.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
A lot of metabolism, man. Tiny body, a lot of energy.
Mm,
All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed.
okay.
I'm gonna get my ass out of the tub. I'm getting pruny.
Actually, I'm going to go take a bath too.
Okay.
Is that possible? I don't want no sex scenes or anything. I'm just like,
I'm getting out. We can trade places.
bath sounds good. I don't take up a lot of room, okay? I assume this is going to be similar to a Roman bathhouse. It's not going to be like a bucket.
It's like a huge bucket that you're sitting in,
So a
like
Japanese
in real
bath.
time. Like real time,
So a Japanese bath.
I guess.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's plenty of room for both of us. Don't worry, I have several sisters. I've seen it all before. I see it every time I look down.
True, true.
That's your Shiwa you're seeing.
I don't wear it strapped to me. That would hurt.
I know,
It'd be
right?
like a jock strap in reverse, man.
Strap it to your leg and just pee on the go. Shake it up, pant leg.
Which, speaking of, I am going to shiwi before I crawl in this bath.
Okay.
Water makes me pee.
I'm gonna have some more of this vape, so
Coming out with a Sonic the Hedgehog 4.
I would like to spend some of this time in this evening, considering I don't sleep, shaving down some of my silver coins into just pretty much silver flakes. Can I do that?
It's getting hard.
yeah.
Cool. I'm going to mix them up in my holy water flask like Goldschlager.
Well, that's part of how you make holy water to begin with, is using
That is true.
silver. Because it costs silver to make holy water.
Yeah, it does.
Just make it extra potent.
Super extra potent.
It wouldn't be any extra potent or anything like that. That's how it's normally done.
You're just wasting money. Then.
I know, right? In that case, I'll keep it in its flaky powder form. Pocket silver.
Pocket full of silver.
I had to weave my way through cats and dogs to get back here.
I know the feeling. Time we go through our house, it's like trudging through animals.
Mm-hmm. And then they get mad at you for how dare you.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting here. All right. I'm going to take my bath. I'm going to go upstairs, put on my all black nightgown, and go to bed.
Alrighty.
It's not
What?
really a nightgown, it's jammies. They're legs. They're just made out of
Okay.
cotton, but they are all black.
I couldn't find
Okay.
it out, so I'm just laying naked, drying off.
Thank you for enticing the perverts of our thread.
You're welcome.
Stop it.
Fan in the lady bits going, dry, come on.
Ban them.
Yeah, only right.
Okay, it's 10 o'clock if you have your long rest. So everybody gets the benefits of a long rest.
Yay.
Woohoo.
There I was.
Why am I not getting health back? Oh, there we go. So, how much silver powder does 9 silver coins give me?
You want to wait out or?
I'm just curious about what the volume is. I'm guessing about 8 pounds.
How many coins?
Well, I only have 9 silver, so I could technically run some through an exchange if I can here.
Okay,
The bar wants to cut me some change.
right.
So, what is the coin to weight um, ratio there?
One silver piece weighs approximately 9.1 grams or 0.02 pounds. This is because 50 silver pieces are considered to weigh 1 pound.
Okay. Um, so 50 is 1 pound?
Yeah,
I guess I'll convert about 5 gold into silver then and do me about a pound of that if I can.
okay.
Yay.
What are you going to do with this?
Pocket sand. I just figure it might be useful at some point considering we're hunting vampires and werewolves and all these other shenanigans, so it probably wouldn't hurt to have some on hand.
Okay.
I mean, are they giving you bars or are they giving you grains?
I'm putting it down into flakes anyways.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Okay. So everybody took a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
All right. As you go about your errands or whatever you decide you're going to do the next day, let me write down that it's the next day. As you go about your way, you notice a person walking towards you who looks recognizable, but he's got his heavy cloak pulled up to hide his face from onlookers. But you can tell once he gets a little bit closer that it's Arigal, Arabelle's uncle, or not, yes, uncle, from the Vistani camp outside of Valaki.
Mm-hmm.
It's him. He walks up to you all like he's going to keep on walking and bumps into Gregor. And Gregor, you've got a, what's your passive perception score?
It is 15.
Okay. He bumps into you, and you notice the sensation of something slipping into your pocket during a brief moment of contact.
God,
Ooh.
he's filling me up.
Watch where you're going, and turns to depart without even talking to you anymore.
Who you think you
Really?
are? The dragon?
Huh? What?
I said, who you think you are, the Dragonborn?
Oh,
I'm gonna discreetly peek into my pocket and see what he left.
there's a note.
Ooh, he left me a love letter. I guess I'll pop it out and give it a quick look see if I can.
Okay. Let me find it real quick.
It's a love letter, I know it. He's flirting with me.
It's more discreet than that guy in Morthor. Just drops it on the ground. Oh, did you drop a note?
The victim is the furnace.
Spy in castle seeks a meeting to discuss an opportunity. Find the victim amidst the court. Burn this, Aragol.
You best throw that in the fire.
I know, right? Do I? Guess I'll hold it over a little candle and go poof.
There's a fireplace right there, dude.
I don't know, check in the fireplace. Then I'm checking you.
Try it. I'll gut you.
Anything? What are y'all going to do today since there's nothing for you to do?
I guess start traveling. Unless we just need to waste another day.
Yeah, just going to be another day wasted.
Okay, we can just kind of fast forward through that unless somebody has something they want to get done.
All
Say a
right.
couple shows. I'm going to do a couple shows of our favorites of Nakiel.
Okay.
The first one I'm going to do is called The Fox and the Hound, which is a love story between a noble lady and a gruffy warrior.
Sounds scandalous.
Just a lot.
You're scandalous.
They have puppies.
I woke up and put some clothes on, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do y'all see where you're at here at Velaki?
No.
Zoom out. I see me.
Okay.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
All right. You're going to start traveling down the road. You travel for 2 hours. You travel for another 45 minutes. And once you enter this last little patch of woods, the old Svalich Road takes you eastward, briefly touching the southern shore of Lake Tsarevich before bending around a craggy mountain spur. Not long after departing the promontory where the old windmill stands, the road plunges back into a dark, gloomy wood cloistered between two mountain peaks. The air here is cold and quiet, and the damp gravel of the road occasionally crunches underfoot. Your ears catch the snap of a twig in the underbrush, and through the mist steps a familiar skeletal warhorse and rider. The skeletal rider sits silently, its lightless lantern held aloft in one bony hand.
Who is this warrior? How do we know him?
You saw him, and Gregor attacked him and put him in your bag of holding.
How'd he get out?
He was spit out by the bagman.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm saying, we just come across like his remains.
No, he's back together. He's animated.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he came out and didn't kill us?
Yeah,
He was de-animated then, though, wasn't he?
he was. He was when the bagman got hold of him. He spit him out. He chewed him up into pieces and spit him out and gnawed on his bones. So you had this pile of bones you left behind. That pile of bones somehow gathered back together and found the horse that it used to ride, along with the lantern that it had, and is starting to walk the roads again.
You gotta tell me who your doctor is, man. Did some great work.
You see him hold up his other hand and beckon you to follow him, and he starts moving off the side of the road into the mist.
You know what? Why not? Let's follow him. See how this goes.
I'll keep watch here.
Well, I mean, if he, gets uppity, I'll just stick him back in the bag.
He wants us. He wants us to leave the road. Why would we leave the road?
Maybe he's got something cool to show us. Maybe it's a cool rock.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be super cool.
Could be.
I mean, if you want to just go fight him, go have at it.
Well, the way I see it is I shoved him in a bag without a word from him. And he's trying to communicate with us. And he's probably scared of the bag at this point. So I think we're okay.
Well, you go handle that. Me and Dill away here.
Okay, I guess I'm going to handle that and follow him. Apparently, I'm going by myself.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'm just going to hold up the bag menacingly.
The rider leads you silently a short distance northwest to the woods, its steed's hooves rustling softly through the rotted leaves. The rider never looks back to meet your gaze, instead keeping its dark sockets directed firmly at the forest ahead. The wooden terrain slopes upward here, the loamy sod giving way to scattered boulders as the basin slowly becomes a mountain crag. The rider guides you to a small rocky outcropping overlooking the nearby woods, upon which stands a tall, ancient oak tree. Its dark leaves rustle restlessly in the chill wind, and black vines spread across its wizened bark like old veins.
I'm gonna follow in the trees.
No, it's my cool stuff. You don't get to look at it.
You're gonna have to catch up to him, Devilian.
What do I need to roll?
Survival.
Not athletics. That's weird.
You're trying to get your way through the woods faster than somebody else,
26.
which you do. You catch up to Gregor, who has stopped with the rider and the horse at a tall ancient oak tree.
I was going to ask the little rider, so you're trying to show us a tree?
He shakes his head yes.
What about the tree?
He points towards the tree.
Yep, that's a tree.
That's very helpful. I guess I'm going to investigate the tree.
I'm gonna jump down out of the tree limbs
Okay.
and
Yes.
tell him that I think that tree has a poison that could kill Strahd.
You tell that to the skeleton?
I tell it to Vlad. I'm sure the skeleton can hear it if it can hear.
You tell Vlad.
Gregor?
Not Vlad, Gregor. Sorry.
I know you about. If anybody wondering, I'm taking it now with my otter against a tree because, you got to take it forever.
Sorry.
You asked a question and you wanted to investigate the tree, so roll an investigation check.
Lick it.
I investigate poorly.
Actually, you needed a 5.
Oh, okay.
2 letters connected by an ampersand appear to have been carved into the tree trunk, reading K and V, as in Katerina and Varushka. K and V. A small dark hollow filled with crumbled leaves lies in the trunk just above it. There seems to be something lying amidst the leaves.
You know what, heck, I'll stick my hand in the mysterious tree and
Yeah, pluck it out, big boy.
see what happens there.
You find an ancient scroll of parchment tied delicately with mud-stained string. You open it up and it's hastily written ink scrawl, which I will play for you.
Dearest Varushka, I hope these letter fiends. Here goes time.
Oh no,
Beautiful
no.
letter. Beautiful.
I practically hear it.
I'd swear she's singing it to us.
So ethereal.
Dearest, I hope these letter fiends you well. My heart aches as I pen these words, knowing they may be the last I ever reach you. I pray that you too survive thee slaughter. Please forgive my cowardice. Though I fled from my leaf, some part of me also knew I had fled from thee. Leaf we may once have shared together. If you are reading these letter, then my spirit is gladdened to know that you have also escaped safely. My heart breaks, however, to share that we shall never again meet in day sleeper. I have been given and accepted an offer of a new future and a new opportunity. I do this not to abandon you, but because I am convinced that there is no other way to set the ends right. You always said that nothing is ever too broken to repair. As I stand at these crossroads, I cling to my hope that you were right. Some time ago, you gave me a gift, one that I cannot take with me on this new journey. I have left it atop our tree, watched by a pair of guardians provided by my new benefactor. Please take it with my deepest regrets and my warmest wishes. No soul deserves love and peace more than you. May you live a long and happy life, and may joy follow evermore in your footsteps, even in day needs or darkest sorrow. Sincerely and forever yours, Katerina. Dearest Varushka, I hope these letter fiends you well, though I fear it may not.
Stop.
My heart aches as I pen these words.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
going to say, I appreciate you trying to get that accent, but I'd
Yeah,
rather just like, when you're watching a movie that's in a foreign country and everybody just speaks UK English, I'd
right.
rather just go with some UK English.
Okay.
I
I'll,
don't I don't mind that. I don't know about the other two here, but I'm just like, fiends you will. Like, excuse me? What the fuck you mean, bitch?
It does make me giggle, I ain't gonna lie.
It is. It's very giggly. I mean, just some straight up UK accents.
like the
That's all.
male one that I've used numerous times before.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you really need to let American people know that we're not in America anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need old British.
Okay. Well, the
British or
tree,
Mexican, one of the two.
So she was talking about she hit something in a tree.
yeah, the oak tree is 100 feet tall,
See?
6 feet in diameter, with sparse, thick branches towards its base and denser, thinner branches towards its top.
And it's this tree?
Yeah, that would have the note in it. It is that
Okay.
tree.
Okay, so one of us has to climb this tree
Well,
Yeah.
I can do it.
or cut it down.
I mean, that is what my people do. We climb trees.
All right, I'm just going to grab the little one and chuck her into the tree. I'm helping.
That's fine. I'm going to
All right,
direct you to a certain branch.
you climb to the top of the tree. Your head pops through the leaves of the tree's upper canopy, briefly escaping the thick, dreary mist that swallows the landscape below. A few yards away, an old bird's nest sits perched amongst the branches. You catch the glint of something metallic from inside the nest.
Metallical.
Something metallic from inside the nest.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Metallical.
I'm going to swing over.
Make her do an athletics check.
Acrobatics. No, athletics.
There's
Athletics is fine.
In the old bird's nest, perched among the branches, you see something metallic from inside the nest. You also see two old ravens who squawk angrily at you in warning.
Hey, pretty ravens. We're not fans of Strahd either. um, just here to collect what she's left for us so we can move on about our way if you don't mind. I'm going to swing over about halfway if I can.
You need to make a persuasion check.
Fuck you.
Wow. They both stand aside and let you reach the box.
I'm so good.
Apparently, you're like the crow whisperer.
Yeah.
30.
Well, I'm really good friends with one at this point. So,
It's an old wooden box with a tarnished silver latch bearing centuries of scratches and scrapes from ravens' claws.
all right, I'm going to can I slip it in my backpack?
Yeah,
I'm going to slip it in my backpack and crawl back down.
all right. You make your way back down to the ground.
Look what I found. Woohoo. Go ahead and open it, big boy.
Oh, I get that.
Absolutely. This is all for you.
Oh, I'm going to lean my head back and stretch my arms out and open it very carefully.
All right, you opened it up and it contains half of a two-piece locket necklace made of tarnished silver.
Okay, half of a two-piece necklace.
Yep.
What is it?
Grab it out of his hands and open it up.
This is my jewelry.
Should have been quicker, bitch.
Roll for initiative.
You're trying to take it out of Gregor's hand, Emilion?
I'm going to snatch it quickly, yes.
Make a sleight of hand check.
God damn it.
What do I get to roll?
23.
Roll an insight, Gregor.
He's not that smart.
Oh, man!
She grabs it out of your hand.
What'd you get?
And I open it, and what do I see?
You see half of a locket, of a two-piece locket, made out of tarnished silver.
Does it have an opening so I can open it and see the pictures inside?
It is open. The way that it's built, it connects to another piece just like it, but it's the opposite side. There is no picture, it's just a heart.
Oh, well, that's sad.
And it's be like, enjoy the necklace, you little thief.
Well, I am. Come on. We all know this. Is literally my profession.
Stealing from a man of God. A God.
Yeah, a god, not my god. That would be a different story. So, is there anything I can glean off of this locket?
Make a history check.
14.
You can't figure out anything more than what they said in the letter.
What about a perception check?
Okay.
You perceive a locket.
Wow.
31.
It's the locket that's missing its other piece.
All right, you suck. I vote for a new narrator.
You've been voted off the island.
Is
So
there
are y'all
anything
gonna go back?
else?
No.
Anything about the box?
No.
No secret notes hidden inside underneath velvet.
Roll an investigation check.
Jesus Christ.
You're the one that keeps asking. No, you don't find anything.
All right, I'm going to look at Skelly.
Skelly's already walked back towards the road. Gone.
I was
Well,
gonna be
I'm
all,
going to
sorry
run
about
him down.
that."
Run him down. Be like, dude, is this what you're talking about? While jumping around enthusiastically.
And he shakes his head yes.
Thank you. Sorry about the whole bag thing.
He keeps walking the horse.
I mean, it worked out.
May you unlive in dead peace.
Mhm.
Was he
Let's
dead when
go.
we put him in there?
Well, technically.
All right, you continue down the road towards these gates that you see here that I'm getting ready to show you.
And I'm going to shiwi before we get there.
You may
Okay.
wake me up, or am I still sleeping in a tree?
Were you sleeping in the tree?
I was sleeping at a tree on the road.
Okay, I didn't know you were sleeping.
Me and the otter was taking a nap.
That's what you said about the otter. Okay, I didn't catch all that. You fall asleep even though you just woke up a little bit ago. You've only been awake for a couple of hours, but you go to sleep in the fog with Gregor and Emilian off doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
You fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on.
Somebody's rolling to see if I'm going to get my ass attacked or something while I was sleeping.
Yep.
Lord forbid somebody just take a nap around here.
Yep, she got attacked, or yep, you're rolling for attack.
Actually, Callisto, roll a percentile die for me.
Oh, what?
What are you
A
doing?
D100.
Oh, okay. I
What
took a
are
nap
you
while you
doing?
guys were.
That's how you get bit by a werewolf.
This one.
I got sleepy.
We weren't gone that long.
57. Okay. You come back to the road and you see Callista sleeping there at the base of a tree, safe and sound.
Yay! Right where we left her. Lazy ass.
The otter was supposed to be watching. He fell asleep too, though.
Yeah, how it is.
Otter's gonna hunt.
Yep. Well, let's show her the locket. Can you glean anything off this locket before we encounter Strahd's dumbass?
It looks like a locket to me.
I'm busy reading the sign.
Castle. Fancy.
Ravenloft.
It's gonna
Is
be
that
our
carriage
new-
for us?
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy.
This carriage just snuck up on you.
No.
Is there a
Ah,
person?
damn it! I messed up.
Well,
well.
catch us up. What have we been through?
You went to the gates of Ravenloft. There are two giant statues that are missing their heads that are falling down and laying at the feet of the blah, 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 blah.
Statues
Their
of
heads,
what?
knights,
Okay.
and they're on either side of the gate. And you walk through the gate as it opens up on its own, and it closes its way behind you, which you pass through them.
Fun. And like, how tall are the walls around us?
What walls?
There's no walls attached to the gate.
Gates for the road.
Has he got an invisible fence?
Hold on a second. There's what the gates look like.
My scene's still loading. Okay. Jesus.
Some big gates.
Yeah.
So, can we take those swords?
You might be able to.
A bit big for you there, Gregor.
I use both hands.
Those walls got to be like 30 feet tall.
Yeah, there's some big boys. How you feeling, D? A little intimidated?
A little bit. I'm
Yeah,
worried about the rest of y'all, not me.
Parked at the fork in the road. Wait a minute.
Is there no driver?
No.
Jesus.
The
this is
fog
creepy.
spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses slimming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Duke clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. Two headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence. Even here in the mountains, the forest and fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits into two, widening. The dirt road splits in two, widening toward the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. Parked at the back, Parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by two black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open and silently.
Well, I'm tired of walking. I just go straight up and climb in.
Nap time.
Come on, sweet
Um,
roll.
as you move towards the open door, you notice a small parchment scroll is tied to the inside handle of the carriage door.
I'm going to grab it.
Okay, the scroll, which is tied with a blood red ribbon and sealed with the familiar wax sigil of Castle Ravenloft, is written in Strahn's handwriting and reads as follows. It is customary for a lord to provide safe escort and a gift to his guests in his home. Please accept both of my sincerest compliments. A finely carved wooden chest has been wrapped in bright red ribbon and left upon one of the cushioned seats inside of the carriage. It's locked. It's about 1 foot across and 6 inches deep, and has a red ribbon around it.
I'm going to sit next to that one so those two can sit next together.
Okay.
That's it, I'm a nap.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to inspect the chest.
Okay. Um.
If it's full of like, some sexy dresses, there better be enough for all three of us.
Right?
You got to open it first. Let me see.
Can I inspect it before I open it?
Yeah, I'm going to show you what you're looking at, though.
Okay.
He's telling us to shut up for a minute.
We're supposed to hold our horses. Oh. That's an odd little thing.
That's a puzzle chest.
Nice.
The front of the chest bears a carved sliding with the top of the chest bears a carved sliding puzzle composed of 8 slidable wooden panels and a ninth empty space in the center of the puzzle. Each panel is carved with a different animal. When you first inspect it, it's bat, rat, elk, wolf, empty space, bear, spider, raven, butterfly. The following poem is carved upon the top of the chest in beautiful calligraphy. My lips I nightly lift toward the silver moon. With trembling strings I weave upon my tiny loom. On wings of ink I glide above the skulking gloom. Scuttling through the shadows in darkness I confide. With daylight's fragile beauty upon my lying eyes. Silent in the cavern's womb, with naught but stars to guide, I seek majesty and solitude. I have no truths to hide. My crown yet sits upon my head for the whole world to see with pride. And I will get you.
Okay. It's one of them motherfuckers.
If you go and look in the journal page,
Mm-hmm.
down to the bottom of the box lid puzzle poem, and there's the poem that I just read to you.
All right.
I have no truth to hide.
What are you gonna do?
I'm
I
gonna
like
leave it. When y'all get in, if you want to fuck with it, go for it. Just let me get out of the carriage first, okay?
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
This will be easier than explaining it. I'm going to put this in the chat thingy, I think.
You can move the tokens.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Yeah. Um.
No.
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Ta-da! Is that about right?
Let's see. Wolf, spider, raven. Wolf, spider, raven. Rat, butterfly, bat. Rat, butterfly, bat. Bear, empty space, elk. Bear, empty space, elk. Yep, you got it open.
Whee!
The
Woo! I'm so
latch
proud of you.
pops open, and inside it looks deeper than it seems that it really should be.
It's a box of holding.
Oh, it's one in the bag.
Oh God.
That could cause some dimensional disturbances.
It would.
Yeah. Um. There are 3 neatly wrapped parcels inside the box. Each parcel contains a set of fine black leather gloves with silver trim and a fine black leather cloak lined with wolf fur.
Oh God, it is sexy dresses.
There's also a bottle of Red Dragon Crush from the Wizard of Wines in not wine in, but the Wizard of Wines winery.
I'm not drinking the wine, but I'll put on the clothes.
Okay.
Ditto.
Well, not the gloves. I'm not wearing the gloves. I'll wear the cloak.
Okay.
I'm not putting on the clothes.
I'll put them on. I'll wear the little dainty gloves on my big old demon hand. Like the gloves don't fit.
My clothes are fine, thank you.
And how big is this chest?
It's
It's like the TARDIS is bigger on the inside.
I'm concerned about the outside. Is it small
If
enough to
opened
back?
correctly, you can put items that don't the internal volume. Where did it go? Approximately 1 foot across, 6 inches deep.
What? No.
Okay. Well, can I? Unless anybody else wants to carry it, can I pocket that in my backpack?
Yeah.
In your backpack, not the bag of holding.
In my backpack. I want to make that clear.
Maybe that's the secret to getting home. You put it in there, it creates another dimension. We hop on
I don't think that's not a good enough conclusion to go with. I'm afraid we'll break multiple universes, including our own.
That'd be fine.
Famous last words.
All right, time for some audio.
I'm just adding that to my inventory as Boxo holding.
Okay.
Unless anybody else.
After winding through the forest and craggy mountain.
Do you hear it?
I hear music.
You don't hear talking?
Mm-mm.
We
It
just
started for a second, stopped. So restart it.
After the road takes a sudden turn to the east,
Come on.
and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead
Stopped
from
again.
years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths.
Is it
An
echoing?
imposing drawbridge of old,
Not for me.
shored-up wooden beams looms high above the chasm, suspended by chains of thick, rust-eaten iron that creak and strain under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A deep, resonant grinding echoes through the air as unseen mechanisms suddenly groan to life. The chains above shudder and shriek as the drawbridge descends with a deliberate, inexorable pace. With a heavy final thud, it comes to rest across the chasm. The carriage lurches forward, its wheels creaking as it rolls onto the drawbridge. The wooden planks groan beneath its weight, each hoofbeat striking a somber drumbeat against the ancient structure. You catch a final glimpse of the gargoyles atop the walls, their stony grins resembling leers amidst the shadows of the keep. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. As the horses pass beneath it, the carriage's lanterns cast flickering shadows against the dark stone walls, forming strange, twisted shapes that cling to the mortared brickwork. The carriage emerges from the tunnel into a courtyard, where it shudders to a halt. The carriage door clicks and slowly opens.
It's like Disney's Haunted Castle.
Mm. All right, time to change scene. Front courtyard scenery.
Is our host going to greet us? Thank you.
Is this the college from Skyrim?
What do I need? Play the courtyard.
Thick, cold fog swirls in this
Do you hear
courtyard,
it?
and sporadic
Yes.
flashes of
Echoing.
lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead.
It is echoing. Was it echoing?
It
Yep.
was.
Okay.
Not for me. Well, you work on that. I'm gonna go pee.
Okay. Y'all hear it now?
Nope.
Just rain.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again some other day.
Great rehab.
Thank you.
Thick, the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes.
All right. Hopefully that'll work when she gets back.
All right.
Okay. I think I got it working.
Sound. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's tall main doors. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. The castle doors stand open, warm light spilling out of the entrance and flooding the courtyard. Two figures stand between the doors. One, a tall, lithe man with pointed ears and a dusky complexion, wears a rich blue tunic set with intricate spiral patterns and trimmed with golden thread. His lip is curled in a thin, perpetual frown, and he holds both hands primly clasped behind his back. His companion, a woman, wears a striking red dress with a layered, ruffled frill. A black and crimson silk headscarf wraps around her head, its lush fabric sewn with precious jewels, and a black opal pendant glints from a silver necklace dangling loosely from her neck. Her red eyes glint in the flickering light.
Are we in the Barovian Rocky Horror Picture Show? Because that's what this feels like right now.
A little bit.
Okay. What's up, my dudes and dudes?
It's Rahadin. Strahd's Chamberlain is the man. It's the Dusk Elf.
As if I know that.
You know that because you've met him before. He's the one that's got the strings that follow him everywhere he goes.
The what following him?
Strings?
Strings?
Screams. SCREAMS.
Screams.
Screams.
Yeah.
What kind of, so like what? When we see him, we hear screaming?
The closer you get to him, the louder the screaming is. It's like hearing the ocean at a distance from this point right now. But
Okay.
yeah,
Fun times. And the chick is?
you must be Damillion, is that right? She says to you,
Pretty
Million.
good. I'm assuming you've gotten very vast reports on who we are and what we look like and what we act like.
Of course, which I proposed would be if we didn't know who was coming to dinner. Callisto, Gregor, how are you doing?
I'm here.
And this must be Sweet Roll.
That's creepy.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that he's been house trained, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't like new people, so stay away. He might bite.
Fair enough.
Let's be like, quick question: where do you keep your dragon skulls?
Dragon Skull. Uh, Valenta might know something about that. She's the one with the bones, not me.
And where
And
can I
what
find
do you do?
I try to charm the guests to come to make sure they have a good time.
Oh, so we know what her skill is.
them?
Callisto, show a little skin.
Oh no, they fell off my shoulder.
It's wonderful to finally meet you all in person. I've heard so much about you.
Yeah, we've not heard a thing about you,
My
so
otter sticks its head up out of the bag and goes,
Oh, is that an otter?
yes,
Wow.
vampire's greatest nemesis,
this is
the
not my
otter.
All
They
right, let
can
me get.
cross water.
gonna stick its tongue out and blow a raspberry and then jump back down its bag.
Swear I heard a fuck you, bitches.
Okay.
We're still on the outs. He fell asleep during nap time. He was supposed to be on the lookout.
If I remember correctly, you've fallen asleep a few times on lookout,
I would never.
as we all have.
That's
So,
what keeps.
Dominion, you're not wearing the gloves, but you're wearing the cloak, right?
Yeah.
I'm wearing it off.
I ain't wearing shit.
Rodden looks at you and is like, "You sure that's what you want to wear to dinner to the Lord of the
Why?
Land?"
Why,
Does
yes,
he
it is.
see skin and got to get all bitey?
A certain decorum is expected for those who wish to show respect.
So, more skin?
Ah,
I'm gonna pull out the gloves and put them on. I'm already a werefox. I don't want to be a vampire werefox. Okay, it's just not. It's not what I'm up for doing this year. Not who I'm trying to be.
I do love your clothes, Dominion,
Why would you say that?
because I like the pattern that's been embroidered on your armor. Or not
Why would I still
embroidered,
be wearing this fucking armor? Are we talking about my normal armor or are we talking about
your normal armor.
why would you like what's patterned on my normal armor? Has nothing to do with you. You shouldn't even know what it means.
I didn't say I knew what it meant. I was simply appreciating it.
Listen, babe. I bathed and I mended my armor. This is as good as it's getting.
And you don't have to understand art to appreciate art.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your admiration. Can you admire the fact that I'm vegan as well? I don't eat meat products.
Make a persuasion check on that, or a deception check.
Deception. Damn it. I'd rather make persuasion.
Sorry. You one that decided to lie.
I don't know what vegan means. I'm not lying. I'm just fibbing. Hold on. Yeah.
You don't eat meat.
Not when I'm dining with vampires, I don't.
I lean over to Gregor and be like, she did finish off that steak before we left the inn, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't eating with a vampire, now was I? I just left some information out.
She just survives on tofu and wheatgrass.
I mean, like, you're eating with a cannibal. Are you going to eat meat?
I mean,
I am not invited to dinner tonight.
Well,
Yo,
and
eat.
again, it doesn't matter because you eat what he eats, obviously. But again, I'm saying you're
No,
dining with a
you don't
vegetarian. Are
understand.
you going to just eat the vegetables? You're not going to try and suck a little bloody blood?
I'm not a vampire. Why would I want to suck your blood?
Really? You're not a vampire? You look like a vampire.
I am the last of the Dusk Elves. One of the
Oh,
last Dusk Elves.
then what the hell are you doing, girl? We need to talk about your life choices.
I'm just going to interrupt and be like, so when's dinner?
Dinner will be shortly.
We have free reign of the place until then. I'd just like to take a look around.
I believe the master is planning on having you tour the castle after dinner.
about where to find the
Are
money.
we restricted?
You will stay with us, or you will quite possibly die.
Is that a threat?
It's not a threat, it's simply a statement of fact.
All right, cool. Show us around.
A low rumbling cuts through the rain. In the distance, you see the massive chains of the drawbridge tents, their links clanking against one another as the mechanism awakens once more. Slowly, like a stirring giant, the drawbridge rises into the night, leaving the fog-choked chasm behind. With a shuddering thud, it settles into place, the torchlight flickering across its wooden beams and worsted iron bolts once more.
Cool. What's going on here?
All right, these two are you're not seen them that yet. Rodin leads you in, and the vampire bride is Anastasia. She meant to introduce herself earlier. Sorry.
Hand kissy kissy. Nice to meet you, my lady.
You pass through the ornate outer doors into the castle's vaulted entry foyer, your footsteps echoing on the dark stone floor. Overhead, four statues of dragons glare down, their lifelike eyes flickering in the torchlight. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors, manned by two figures. The two to the left stands a handsome young man with long blonde hair, his soft features sharpened by a frozen smile. To the right, a pale-skinned woman in an old wedding gown stands stiffly. Her hair is black as the raven's feathers, cascades over her shoulders, and her lips are pulled daintily back to reveal two fine-pointed fangs. As you approach, both bow deeply to Rodin, the man with the cat's mocking grace, the woman with a jerking, guarded motion, and step aside to pull open the doors for your passage. You recognize the man standing by the door with the blonde hair as Escher. He was Strahd's driver the last time that you saw Strahd.
And now he's just a footman.
He's a consort.
He's opening doors for us.
Yeah.
I mean, is there no difference between a footman and a consort at this point? Because consorts don't open doors.
When there's no one else around to do what they do.
What kind of services does Castle have if he doesn't have people to open damn doors for him? I'm seriously concerned about his supremacy at this point. Like, really, dude. I think even Elon Musk has people to open doors for him. Just saying. Donald Dumbass has people that open doors for him.
Not when he's going to court, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
You're fine. He's one of those, what are they, Yaomans. Personal
Oh,
assistant.
so now we're all lined up in a row like we're going to be executed?
Get where you want to get. You gonna move? Or you gonna stay there?
I'm looking.
Okay.
Want to get right here.
Is
I'm
there
not
no
line of sight.
fireplace?
Huh?
With all the light in here, I thought there'd be a fireplace somewhere, but I'm wrong.
Torches on the
Uh,
walls.
Who's this guy?
He's not there yet. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Figment of your imagination.
About 4 more of this guys I can do then.
All right, come on.
Where do you keep your bone lady at?
Bone lady.
The person that knew about bones.
Valenta.
Yeah, pimento.
That's appropriate. Bonita.
Volenta.
Volenta.
Yeah, Volanta. I think.
Bolenta?
Volenta, yeah.
Huh. Okay. I need to
Cobwebs.
talk to Strahd about his retinue.
Cobwebs stretched between the columns to support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 4 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand close to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors. A dainty woman wearing a faded gold wedding gown and a platinum mask shaped like a skull sloshes a wine glass filled with a deep crimson liquid as she gestures wildly. Her companion, a dark-skinned woman, wearing a gold tiara and a simple white gown, instead disregards her, her cold gaze flickering towards you as her expression darkens. Her grip on her own wineglass tightens and the corners of her mouth will ever slightly downwards. You recognize the dainty woman as Polenta, the one wearing the mask, and the tall woman is Ludmilla that you fought at Yester Hill.
Yo, Ludmilla, what vintage is that?
It's still warm, thank you.
Circa what year?
No more than 35.
Good for you, girl. I want to go sit down on the steps. I can't move myself.
You're going to sit down on these steps here?
Yeah, like right there with
Okay.
Sweet Roll. Just on the bottom steps. I'm tiny. I don't need to go that far up.
Oh, Ludmilla, Belinda, let me introduce you. This is Demillion, this is Callisto, and this is Gregor.
Oh, we've
Although
met.
I was going to say, I think you've already had the pleasure of meeting them.
We have, which is why I addressed her so informally. Ludmilla, my girl, come sit next to me. Let's talk.
Well, first, let me introduce you to Escher and Sasha. Escher is our Lord's newest delight, and our Lord's eldest bride is Sasha. Dear Sasha doesn't look her years, of course. Why, our Lord recently told me she still looks as radiant as the first day he laid eyes on her.
Which was when?
She
A
was fine.
long time ago.
I mean, I know it's not polite to say a lady's age, but she's not really a lady at this point. So let's go at it. I mean, I'm like 135. Can you beat that?
Sasha just lowers her head and shakes it. A thin man dressed in fine servant's clothes exits the short-lit staircase, his face completely obscured by a pale white mask. He holds a tray with several wine glasses and two pitchers of liquid upon it, one deep purple, one bright crimson, and steps carefully across the stone floor toward you.
Can I stick my leg out and trip him?
He's going to Gregor first to offer him some wine.
But I'm sitting on the steps.
He came from down here in the south.
Okay, I can't see those steps. So
They're not on the map.
I'm just gonna politely take a glass and hold it.
The guy with the mask pours you some wine out of the purple goblet or
is it
pitcher.
wine?
Yes, it's wine. Gregor, make a perception check.
Reception.
Inception.
Oh my god!
You notice just barely there's something wrong with his hands, and you look closer, and the first knuckle of each finger has been removed.
Ew.
Damn.
I'm just because I'm blunt. What happened to your fingers?
He just shakes his head. His eyes are wide with fear that you can see behind the mask.
Maybe the same thing happened to his tongue.
He nods.
You run
Poor
your jaw when you
dude.
shouldn't have.
Anton then will go to Callisto and offer her some wine.
No, thank you.
Then over to Demillion and offer her some wine.
I'll take it, but I'm not going to drink it.
Okay.
Almost like we don't trust anyone here.
Imagine that. Well, I'm going to shuffle off to the ladies' room real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Where them halfling bladders are the size of a grape.
Do what?
So them halfling bladders are the size of a grape.
Here's what Anton looks like.
Where's my D&D one? Oh, wow. Oh, there it went. Oh.
Look at you, lovely little feller. You look
Like it.
spooked.
Stop it. I like my D&D.
You have a lovely ladies' room. I managed to drink all the wine while I was in there.
Ah. After serving Eudaemon, Anton goes to Anastasia and Esther to offer them glasses of wine from the red pitcher. Sasha refuses one of her own, shaking her head with a curt, thin frown. The masked man stumbles, losing his grip on the red pitcher, and a wave of crimson liquid soars through the air before splashing across Valenta's golden gown. The other vampires abruptly fall silent as Valenta whirls towards him, her sodden dress hanging limply across her chest. Her eyes burn with frenzied rage behind her mask, and her hand tightens around her wineglass so hard it shatters.
Girl, it's not that big of a deal.
Poor Anton has been a bad, clumsy boy. I can be clumsy too. She she takes the jagged stem of her glass and tucks it up to Anton's throat.
What the hell is this, big brother? Quit it. Stop. This is
Make
not how good hosts behave.
um make a persuasion check. Does anybody have prestidigitation?
What was it?
Prestidigitation?
I don't think I do.
No,
I do not.
I have minor illusion.
So you can make it look clean.
Could I?
Gina has thaumaturgy.
Would that do it to clean her dress?
In manifest a wonder within range. You create one of the effects below: altered eyes, booming voice, fire play, invisible hand, phantom sound, or tremors.
I don't think that would do it.
What does the spell do again?
Mine?
The one Beak that's
First-
talking about.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah.
It can clean your clothes along with other things like that.
Oh, are we cleaning clothes?
Well, somebody's got blood all over her dress now.
Oh, okay. Turn in. Clean.
I'm like, girl, what you so worried about? You acting like it's blood and not wine.
I can do disguise self, but it's only for me in it. You make yourself, damn it.
Yeah.
Again, minor illusion can make it look clean.
That's true.
I don't know what I
All it
need.
will take is just one small flick, one small slip of the wrist, and suddenly the light sound of applause fills your ears. Greetings. Valenta's nostrils flare, her eyes glittering with rage. Her hand shifts the broken glass, blurring towards the man's exposed neck. A man's stern voice, rich and resonant, cuts through the air. You forget yourself, he intones. There are guests in our home. Valenta's hand freezes, a hair's breadth slicing through flesh. Even measured footsteps echoed from the grand stone staircase, and a tall, elegant figure descends into view. He wears a fitted vest of rich scarlet above a crisp white shirt, each ornate fastening meticulously buttoned. He moves with a cat's grace, his long, velvet black cloak whispering through the air behind him. As he approaches, the flickering light of the torches dances across his pale skin, his crimson eyes glinting like rubies. Good evening, Strahd von Zarvit says, his lips curling into a cordial smile.
What's up, my dude?
Valenta says, Good evening, my lord. Her eyes flicker, and I hope our night's revelries did not disturb your work.
I wouldn't call this a reverie.
Well, I do apologize for Valenta's behavior. It's one of her
Yeah.
most attractive qualities, being so excitable at times. It can also perhaps be her greatest flaw. Strahd then briefly mourns over the spilled wine before turning to Sasha. My dear Sasha, would you mind retrieving a mop from Cyrus and attending to this mess? He asks. His eyes linger on Valenta. 2 mops, perhaps, if anyone would care to assist.
Why are you trying to serve us blood?
We're serving you wine.
That's not wine, that's blood. I know the difference between
That's
wine and
what.
blood.
There were 2 different pictures on the tray.
Yes. And he wanted us to be served the pitcher of blood that broke on her dress. That's not how wine stains, that's how blood stains. Trust me, I've seen enough of it.
Sasha quietly bows to Strahd. Yes, my lord, I'll do it right now. And she leaves the area. Sasha descends the stairs. You found the journey comfortable, I hope.
Girl, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? They have counselors for this kind of shit.
Actually, I think that's where we're going to stop
Is that
tonight.
you?
Introducing Strahd.
Husband.
Betty, you were
Oh, you
distorted there
suck.
for a second.
You've been that way your
You
whole life.
suck. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know where I went distorted at.
That's fine.
So we're stepping in the castle. So is it just me or does Strahd look kind of like Count Chocula?
Here's a better picture of him now.
Okay.
At once, what's up, your brother?
He really needs a beach strip.
Use a little sun on them cheeks.
All right, so we'll pick up at the dinner with Strahd next time.
Fun.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you would mind to like the video and subscribe to the channel, that helps us out greatly. We should be back next Monday, though, hopefully around 6 o'clock. Or if not, then sometime later on. That's why you need to subscribe. Well, we'll talk to everybody later. See you later. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Boy.